I'm Dd-19-232 and my index number is Dd-19-232, Department of Indian and Asian Dance, Faculty of Dance and Drama. Today I'm going to talk about how Bharatanatyam embraced or adapted by Sri Lankan dancers. So my topic is Bharatanatyam in Sri Lanka. Bharatanatyam, one of the oldest classical dance forms of India, has transcended geographical boundaries and found a place in many countries across the world, including Sri Lanka. While the dance originated from Tamil Nadu in South India, its rich history and expressive language have resonated with the dancers and the audiences far beyond its birthplace. In Sri Lanka, Bharatanatyam has evolved to incorporate local cultural tradition, creating a fusion of South Indian traditional with Sri Lankan cultural identity. Bharatanatyam is deeply rooted in religious and cultural practices, traditionally performed as a devotional offering to the gods in the temple. Its graceful movements, footwork, expressive facial gestures and storytelling through dance have made a significant part of South Indian classical art. Sri Lankan dancers, however, have brought their own unique perspective to these dance forms. While Bharatanatyam technical aspects remain intact, Sri Lankan dancers have infused the style with elements from their own cultural heritage, blending the dance with local rhythms, music, and spiritual expressions. Sri Lanka has its own rich heritage of traditional dance forms including Kandyan dance, low country dance, and Sabrogamo dance. These dances carry deep cultural and religious significance, often performed during ceremonies, rituals, and festivals. When Bharatanatyam arrived in Sri Lanka, it did not simply mimic its Indian counterpart, instead it integrated with these traditional forms. For instance, Sri Lankan dancers might incorporate their local music instrument into the Bharatanatyam performance, creating a unique fusion of sound that connected to the dance to the island musical traditions. Additionally, the influence of Sri Lankan costume, design and visually aesthetic can be observed in Bharatanatyam performances as local dancers adapted their attire reflects their cultural identity while maintaining the authenticity of the traditional Bharatanatyam costumes. The cultural fusion is also evident in the storytelling aspect of the dance. Bharatanatyam often narrates the Hindu mythology, particularly stories of god and goddess. Sri Lankan dancers, however, have incorporated local legend stories, Buddhist teachings have into their Bharatanatyam performance, bridging the gap between religious traditions. This allows them to express themes that resonated more deeply with Sri Lankan audience to the fundamental principles of Bharatanatyam such as Abhinaya, Nritya and Nitya. Moreover, the teaching of Bharatanatyam in Sri Lanka has helped to create a space where South Indian and Sri Lankan classical traditions meet. Many Sri Lankan dance schools now offer Bharatanatyam alongside traditional Sri Lankan dance style. The dance form has gained a following among young dancers who are keen to explore this art form while preserving and honoring Sri Lanka's traditional dance heritage. This fusion has sparked new creative expression and performance style that allow dancers to express both their Sri Lankan and Indian cultural roots. Despite the harmony in blending the two dance forms, there are challenges that arise from cultural differences. Sri Lankan dancers may sometimes struggle with adapting the strict codes of Bharatanatyam while also honoring their own heritage. The challenges lies in maintaining the authenticity of Bharatanatyam's movements and expressions while incorporating Sri Lankan elements without losing the essence of the original forms. In conclusion, Bharatanatyam in Sri Lanka represents more than just the adoption of South Indian dance form. It symbolizes a dynamic fusion of cultural through the adoption of Bharatanatyam into the Sri Lankan context. South Indian classical dance form distinct cultural identity of Sri Lanka. As a result, Bharatanatyam has become a medium through which Sri Lankan dancers express their own personal and cultural story, blending traditional with the innovation. The future of this fusion is bright as Sri Lankan dancers continue to explore and redefine Bharatanatyam within their own unique cultural framework.